Hey, Mike Gingerich here, and hope you're having a great day. We're going to dive into this live with Mike, and today's topic is digital marketing, online marketing, techniques, methods, and tools. Okay, so we're going to dive into a number of things. This is for you if you know you should be doing more, but you're not exactly sure what that should be, or you don't know exactly what those things are, and you also want to try to find some efficiencies. Okay, so this is pulling together a number of pieces, and the pieces are going to look different for each of you, but and that's the key, is to define, which ones you need to use, which ones are you using, which ones should you be using, and again, largely those are defined by your ideal client, where they're at, who they are, that type of thing. So we're going to dive into that today and go through a number of opportunities, the things that you can use online, and then the tools to help you get that done more efficiently. So, but first, sporting my Thinkific sweatshirt here, just a shout out to Rob at Thinkific. I was there at their Vancouver office a couple weeks ago, and now it's they granted me the sweatshirt and the hat, so sporting the gear today. It's a cool day out here in Pennsylvania, so sporting that. But I want to dive into these pieces here. If you're just listening to me on audio, sorry, dark blue sweatshirt, says Thinkific on it, Thinkific on the sleeve. You can't see that if you're just listening on audio, but hopefully you get the picture there. All right, so lots of opportunities, and some of these you're going to be familiar with, but maybe there's a few of these that you're not. So again, the first one is social media marketing. Social media has grown by leaps and bounds, and it's a great opportunity for small, medium-sized businesses to reach, to connect with, and to engage their target market. I mean, it's just like kind of someone coming into a retail store and kind of walking around, and you say, hey, anything I can help you with? And they might say, well, kind of looking for this, or kind of looking at that. And so you take them over to the area, and you show them some things, and you begin to talk to them about that. Okay, social media marketing allows you to do that at scale with people, in your area, but even beyond your area if you want to grow your area. Where you should be is where your ideal customer is spending time. So if that demographic is a heavy Facebook user, then that's a key for you. If they're heavy Instagram users, then you should be there. If they're on both those, you should be on both those, that type of thing. So you need to know kind of where you're, and I had a question, how do I know that? How do I figure that out? Well, the best thing you can do is to kind of do a little poll, or informally ask your existing customers. That's going to be your best source of information on that. Where do they spend time online? So social media marketing is the first opportunity that I want to mention. Again, a lot of these you're going to have heard of, but we're trying to pull these pieces together. Now, the second one is called SEM. That's search engine marketing. And so that is the opportunity to reach people via a paid ad. And so again, Google AdWords, now called Google Ads, you've probably seen that type of thing, is a search engine marketing type opportunity. So therefore you can target people who are searching for a certain keyword phrase, and you can tie that to your landing page for your product or your service related to that, and then you bid a certain amount to appear in the top results for that. And so that's a paid advertising model, search engine marketing. The benefit of search engine marketing is that people are actively searching for these items. They are actively searching, putting in hybrid bike Trek 2018, that type of thing. They want a Trek hybrid bike that's a 2018 model, and so that's someone who has a specific thing in mind. And maybe you have a hybrid bike, and it is a Trek, or it's a Fuji, so you could target those terms, the Trek terms, so that you could come up, even if you sell Fuji, that type of piece, and get them to consider that. And search engine marketing, again, is done in Google Ads. There are others, Bing, the Yahoo world there, that offer those. Typically, I haven't done those just because of the dominance that Google has. I mean, at about 70% market share of search, they're the place that people are searching. When was the last time, you used a different search engine other than Google for your search? So search engine marketing is another one. Search engine optimization is also the next step. So this is something I work with a lot, and we take a look at a website, a client's website, and we look at multiple factors on how it's performing and what we can do to get it to perform better, meaning how we can get it to appear organically, naturally in search results higher for the relevant terms. So again, kind of going back to that example of the Trek hybrid bicycle, right? So that's a specific type of bike, kind of a crossover between a road bike and a mountain bike. It's a hybrid, and the Trek is a specific brand. So if I was a bike shop and I'm carrying that, I'm going to be writing content about care for or a review of the Trek hybrid crossover and whatever that model is, and so I'm going to create content on my site in ongoing fashion, not just the product page, which has the specs and the sell stuff, but things like a review of a comparison between X and Y, top 10 reasons why you should consider this one, advantages over this one over the 2017 model, all those types of things you keep putting content out for. That's content marketing. It grows your footprint, shows Google that you are serious about helping people understand the advantages and the benefits of the Trek hybrid bicycle line, and therefore your site can grow up as you begin to rank for those things, as other sites link to you, and those are quality sites that link to you because you're a good resource on that. Hey, want to find out more about the Trek hybrid, click here, go over here. You'll begin to rank higher. So that is content marketing is a piece of the mix in that one. Display advertising. Display advertising is a little bit related to the SEM marketing, because it's display advertising largely you're going to do in a service like Google Ads. Again, but it's a display. Your ad is displayed on someone else's website. So it's typically like a banner, photo ad, or a photo on the side. It might be a simple link kind of thing, but typically a display is a display advertising, a photo, a video. And so you can do display advertising in YouTube, in Google Ads, in Facebook ads. So you can run a Facebook ad. It's not just going to show on Facebook. You can have it display on third-party sites that Facebook is related to, just like you can with Google on that piece. So display ads are great, again, for a visual product. And maybe that your ideal customer base reads this online newspaper and that online newspaper, and so you want to you can reach out to those newspapers who sell ads, and you can have that displayed there. This can again work very well locally, regionally, if that's you. Newspaper serves your region, and there's online advertising for that. So display advertising is not something that you should avoid or overlook. It's something that can be pay dividends for you if you know where your regional community spends time online. All right. Maybe a new one for you to consider is this next one, and that's called influencer marketing. Okay, influencer marketing is where you have someone that has a significant following on their blog, on their Facebook, their YouTube, their Instagram, somewhere where they have a community, and you kind of contract with them, partner with them for them to represent your product or service. Okay, so for example, let's say that Thinkific saw that I had enough traffic or something like that, and they said, "Hey, Mike, we want to do an influencer marketing campaign with you." So we'd agree on some pieces there, and in exchange for some type of benefit or compensation. I would talk about, within something I'm doing, maybe talk about Thinkific. So I'm not at this point in time, but it's that kind of concept where they try to find someone. You see this a lot in the travel realm. You see this on a fair amount on Instagram. And what's another example? In the social media marketing world, you've seen this with like Amari Smith. She's done influencer marketing campaigns for like Agora Pulse, which I'm going to talk about here later, and Wave.video, which is a video creation tool online. And so she's talking about changes in Facebook, but she might say that, hey, this Facebook Live is sponsored by Wave.video or Agora Pulse, that type of thing. So she has her own topic, but she mentions their product, and she talked about a little bit how it can benefit them, and it's kind of related. So she's talking about some changes on Facebook Live, and again, those tools can help you create things for Facebook. So that's how influencer marketing can work, and it's basically kind of word of mouth on steroids, right? So you tap into someone who has a large following, and they're the word of mouth to their community, and people trust their voice. So that is another online market opportunity that is growing. So you want to look for those opportunities, and again, it has to be someone that's relevant. You're not going to go after The Rock to talk about your Trek mountain bikes, right? Or that type of thing, because does he ride mountain bikes? Do we see him on mountain bikes? Is that relevant at all? So you want it to try to match somehow, to be a fit in that regard. So again, like Mari Smith, who does a tremendous amount of speaking on social media and Facebook marketing, is a great fit for tools that can help with Facebook marketing, right? That's the connection. Email marketing, all right? Don't forget email marketing when you think about online marketing. It is critical, it is important, it is something to consider for sure, because email sells. So a lot of people, particularly on social media, they're not looking to purchase at that moment in time. And now with the SEM and the display ads, you're maybe more so, particularly with the SEM, they're typing in, I want to search for that Trek hybrid crossover bike. And so that means they have interest in that. Maybe they're looking to purchase that. But on social media or display, you're just intersecting with someone where they're at, and kind of trying to capture their attention. And but it's good if you can capture their attention, and then you can get them over to your website, where you can get them to sign up for a free ebook or some type of resource, coupon code or something like that, so they can, in exchange for their email address. So the email, you can then nurture that, get them on an email list. So you can continue to build that trust relationship where they know more about you. They because of the way you present yourself, they continue to read your stuff, they begin to trust you. And so then email is an opportunity to say, hey, we're going to have this special offer, you can take advantage of it here. And so email is a great method. You have to think nurture. You have to think capture. How do I get my emails list to grow? It's typically going to be done on your website. Typically you're going to have to offer an incentive. And email has to be consistent. Can't just be random in that regard. Emails, that's another whole topic to kind of dive into the details of email marketing. But it's a great digital online sales tool that should not be overlooked. All right. And then for some, just another tool to consider is affiliate marketing. This can have variations. So in the online marketing world, you hear the term affiliate. So you can be an affiliate, some type of software piece, and so let's say that you're the company, you have a software, so you try to get affiliates. These are people who are not part of your company, but are they sign up to represent and to sell your company to their community, maybe on their website, and in exchange you're going to give them a kickback if a sale is made. So that's tracked through. So if they sell a $200 item, and you've outlined that they get a 10% cut of that, they're getting a $20 fee going or income coming to them, and you have a new customer, and the customer is with you, but that person was an intermediary that helped that happen. That's an affiliate marketing. On bigger ticket items, it's in many ways maybe a little more formal relationship. It's like a dealer network, distributor network, those types of pieces. But it's the concept there with affiliate, dealer, distributor is you are the maker, the brand behind it, and you get a network to sell your stuff, to share about your stuff, to be an advocate for you. And in exchange, when a sale is made of your product, you give them some type of commission on that piece. So that's affiliate marketing, it's another method to think about for your business. So again, all these pieces together, and the magic is, I like to be called the marketing MacGyver. So the magic is seeing all these different pieces and then identifying with the business and saying, you should be using this one, and you're missing this one, so we need to put that in. And we tie those pieces together. That's where the magic happens. So I want to recommend, those are some of the broad strokes, and so now I want to dive into some tools that can help you with efficiency. And on the social media side, I've already mentioned there that I'm a user of Agorapulse, and so Agorapulse helps me plan my social media. I can do a whole bunch of things in one spot. So let's say I have a client that I'm working for, and they have Facebook page, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and so I can put all those in the dashboard, and therefore I can see, number one, I can plan a post to go out, whatever I want, to each of those networks, and so I can kind of see quickly at a glance. I'm in one tool. I'm not flipping over to, to those and to this and to doing that type of piece, but I'm in one place, and so it allows me to schedule, allows me to duplicate, to send to both, to customize, to save hashtags, gives me efficiencies. Then I can do reporting on that easier right there. I can do listening there, so anybody that comments, I can see all those and respond to them right within the dashboard. So I love Agorapulse in that regard. Another new tool that I am using is called Lately, and Lately, basically the claim to fame there is that it allows me to be efficient, to do what normally would have taken me maybe 30 minutes and cut it down to 5 or 6 minutes, and that is because it has AI. And that artificial intelligence allows me to take a new blog post that we've written for a client, went out on their website, and take it and put it into Lately, and Lately will spit out for me about 25 drafts of social media posts that I could use, and I can choose the platforms. It's going to be based on, if I say Twitter, it's going to know that Twitter is a 240 character limit, so it's going to go within that type of thing, but it's going to give me drafts of these. So it's a beautiful thing. The algorithm kind of goes through, that's the beauty of it. The AI understands what it's about and gives me the drafts. And so when I already have them, some of them are 100% done. Many of them are at 80% done. I just have to tweak it a little bit and then get it into the queue. Tweak it a little bit and get it into the queue. And they make it easy for me to get it into the queue. So I could do some bulk scheduling and say, send these 10 out at, one per day over 10 days, right? And I could, boom, hit that. And then once I've got them all down, it's good to go. And, and I had 25 options, and I took that down to 10 of the best and scheduled that out. So it's a great way to get your content in the queue in a unique way. So you've spent time creating a great blog post. If you're taking a look at my content track there, now you want to make sure that people see it. And they want to see the key points. And because a lot of people don't see every post you make, and they're skimming many times when they see a blog post. So using something like Lately helps to emphasize the key points, and it makes sure that more people see it, to get it across your whole audience by spreading it out over time. So love Lately for that. An old standby that is highly productive as well is Hootsuite. Hootsuite is similar to Agorapulse. It's just another option, that whole social media marketing realm there. And so I did have a question. I should answer that. What is Thinkific? Thinkific is an online platform that allows you to deliver your own online learning course. So it gives you a tool that you can go in and you can create. Like you said, I could sell a course on social media marketing and have it be 10 lessons, 10 videos. And it allows me to go in there and upload all that content and create those things, so it would drip deliver those according to whatever I set up, and then it allows me to sell those. So it's an online sales tool. I want to charge $100 for that, whatever it is. Think if it can handle those transactions and do that. So it's a all-in-one, all-encompassing online learning platform for creators to use. Okay. Going into some more tools. So now you want to think about some pieces like how you can analyze your website. We talked about SEO. You want to know if your site's performing well. What do you want to do? So you can take a look at a tool like SEMrush and SERPstat, SEMrush and SERPstat, as search marketing tools, because these will help you analyze a website, break it down, and allow you to track like keyword phrases, look at competitor insights on a website. So it helps you definitely analyze, see what's happening, track, and see if you're making changes and improvements over time. So I'm going to recommend SEMrush, SEMRUSH, and SERPstat, SERP, which is Search Engine Results Pages, SERPstat, STAT. And another one related to that, again, these are some SEO tools then, Ahrefs, Ahrefs, is a great tool. It crawls over 5 billion web pages every day, has a database of 16 trillion known links, and so it gives you the most accurate keyword analysis. You want to know, hey, I think I want to target this word, but if you put it in there and it says no, here's the results. This is what people are actually searching for. You want to tweak that phrase a little bit and go for this one in your content. So Ahrefs. Another one that helps you with that is Ubersuggest. Ubersuggest, UBER suggest.io is the web, not .com, .io. Connected to Neil Patel, and it's arguably one of the most effective, affordable keyword researching tools that's out there on that piece. So that's in the SEO realm, some of those tools that can help you. And then in the analytics realm, of course, there's Google Analytics. You should definitely have that. That's free to add to your website, but you can step up your game. There's Moz, M-O-Z, Pro, and Hotjar. Hotjar is the one that does heat mapping, where people spend the most time, that follows the mouse on when somebody's on your site. It's got technology that you add to your website, and then it is able to track those, and it can see people spent time over here, and this was another hot link. They clicked on this one, and you thought this image was good, but nobody clicked on that one, but they clicked over here, so you need to move some things around. Helps you get started in those pieces. Tools that I like in the email marketing realm, I use MailChimp largely, but there's also some other good ones out there. Aweber, ConvertKit, these are all ones that allow you to have lists, schedule sends, segment lists, track links that people have clicked on, and do some nurture campaigns along the way there. So if you're going to do email marketing, you need to use an email service. MailChimp has a pretty robust free program for the small business to get started with until you get to a significant size in your list. So I definitely recommend that one to you. So the key then is, what do you need to do? I gave you a bunch of areas you can focus on, maybe, and there's probably some that you're not out of all those. And so then the next thing, and what tools can help you get there more efficiently. And so my goal is, that's kind of what I do then. It's like I'm the one that can help a business evaluate those pieces and say, okay, we understand this is what your business does, this is what your landscape is now, this is where you're struggling, this is what you're missing. We need to pull these pieces together, we need to make them work this way, we need to set these things up and let them run, and we need to watch what's happening with those. That's what you need to get done. So what's the next step for you? So hopefully those things are helpful. I'm going to have the link to a blog post with the different tools and ideas I mentioned here as well, and we'll go from there. So that is it with Live with Mike today. Thanks for being with me. Take care.